Alright guys, welcome back to another Jurassic World Alive video, hybrid contest thing, I don't know, since we're not really playing the game, but, the hybrid concept designs obviously are for the game Jurassic World Alive, so we're at, what, Season 9 already? Wow, that's actually, wow, okay, I didn't expect us to progress this quickly, but anyways, let's get to them then. So, number 5 this week, we got, Alarodon by Roar, art by Jurassic Geek. So here's the deal with this one. Let me just open slightly, make it bigger. So this is what Pyro something, Pyro something plus Allogen 2. What is that? Pyro something. I don't know. It's probably some legendary that's not in the game that they made up. Pyro something plus Allergen too. So 3.5k health, 1001 or 1550 damage, 126 speed, 0% armor, 20% crit, arm piercing strike, precise pounce, rending takedown, prowl, and immune to DOT. And let's see. I mean, 126 speed, 3.5k. So it's pretty mediocre in terms of its like I mean the stats are okay. Stats aren't like just absolutely bonkers, right? It's reasonable stats, right? With 126 speed, you probably want over 3000 HP, right? And then 1550, that's around your standard raptor damage stat, right? And then with the Allo Gen 2, you give it some crit, right? 20% crit. So the moves, I mean, you got precise pounce, rending takedown, prowl. Most of the time, you're probably going to distract their second turn because you will be slower than a lot of the faster dinos that you're trying to take down. Or actually, now that I think about it, you're probably not going to beat them. They're probably all going to beat Alarodon. Well, I won't say all, but most of them would. So I guess your main target would be just slower chompers. I guess I just don't really see what this thing is countering for the most part. I mean, again, solid stats, solid move set, but again, 126 speed does hurt it a bit. And it's just in a weird spot, I guess. Precise pounce, I mean, if you're fighting something like, I don't even know. I was about to say Thor, but then again, maybe Thor, turn 1, crit on that impact, turn 2, instant charge, you don't have that distraction anymore. Might deal a decent amount of damage, but then again, I guess you could prowl yourself and hope you don't get hit, but then, you're gonna get stunned for the next turn, then you're gonna get hit by a DSR. Maybe you could prowl turn 1? Maybe prowl turn 1, but then turn 2 you're gonna get stunned, so you can't really throw out a running takedown or precise pounce. I don't know. I really can't find much use for it, but then again, in a vacuum, it's decent for what it is. I mean, maybe oh, you know what? Maybe against Renex. Let's see, pounce, Renex impacts, Renex instant charges, then you pounce again. Maybe you'll have to obviously win that speed tap, or Renex could maybe decel, distract, and then pounce. Oh, that might give Renex the win. I don't know. Let's see, decel, impact, running takedown. Yeah, Renex might win that one as well. But anyways, let's check the description over here. While this bulkier raptor may not be quite as fast as its relatives, it's not too much bulkier. 500 more HP than what you would see. The average raptor it's actually average raptor HP is probably slightly lower than 3k, but 3k is kind of like one of the cutoffs, right? Quite as fast as its relatives. Alarodon's prowling skills and bring evasive abilities as well as damage multipliers. That's a very technical creature description. Usually, when I ask for a creature description, it's more like, the dino's habitat, its physical, whatever's, right? That's a very, very technical description, which is new. Anyways, moving on to number 4 on this list, we have Kelvinator by Chakithanos. I don't know how to pronounce that name. Chakithanos. Let's go with that. Art by Jurassic Geek 302 as well. Wait, was the last one? Yeah, the last one was by Jurassic Geek as well. A lot of Jurassic Geek arts this week. So that is the art for folks to check out. Let's see the components first. Diplovanator plus Calican. So just give you a better sense of what this would have been made of. Although it's kind of obvious, these the scales and stuff very Diplovanator-ish, the colors, and then the name as well, and then it's not hard to guess. Anyways, let's check out the stats first. So unique Calican plus Diplovanator. Health 3,300, 129 speed, 1,000 damage, 20% crit, and no armor. 1,000 damage. 3.3k health, 129 speed, 20% armor. Let's check out the moves. The stats don't look too hot at the moment. Moves: Evasive Strike, Instant Attraction, Attracting Impact, Raking Claws, Precise. Oh, that's why the damage is so low. Precise, Shattering Counter. It's a full counter. Immune to the E-Cell and immune to stuns. So that's interesting. Despite the low base damage, I don't know why it says 3,000 over here. Like, it's supposed to be 2,000. 2 times 1,000. 2,000. Not that difficult. Evasive Strike. Why is that 1.5k? And Attracting Impact. This one's correct. This one's 1.5. Okay, these calculations are all over the place. But Evasive Strike is nice. But isn't this supposed to be 75%? Anyways, ignore the move descriptions. These move descriptions are kind of weird. But I mean, it's pretty interesting. Instant Tracks obviously helps a lot, especially with the Raking Claws, right? You can instant track turn 1 and then throw out a Raking Claws. And then Instruct again for that cooldown, and then go with Raking Claws again. So you could always chain that. If one Raking Claw or 2 Raking Claw could take out your opponent, and also Instruction plus the Precise Shattering Counter, that's going to be outputting a lot of damage, right? While not taking too much back, and then also Distracting Impact. It's there as well, right? If you really need that extra little damage before you use Raking Claw, you could use that turn 1. So even though it's not 90% damage reduction, it's 50%, which is still nice. I mean, the HP isn't too terrible, so it's not going to get one shot by, say, an Earldom or something, right? It's 3k plus, right? Not too much plus, but just enough so you don't get one shot by a lot of the 1.5k base damage with 2-time multipliers. Immune to decel, immune to stun, that's obviously all nice. Precise Shattering Counter, this I would put in the lean OP side. So there you go. Moving on to number 3. We have Chalivasaur. I swear, you guys, dude, this name has no relevance to any of its components. You guys are just putting together alphabets just so it makes it incredibly difficult for me to pronounce on video. I'm certain this is why you guys are making up these names. By Death Raptor 6080. So this one, let's open this in another page first. So it's Kentrosaurus plus Schoolosaurus. All right. I do like the art a lot. I don't know what happened to the tail over here, but overall it's it's nice. I mean, Steel Lizard. Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense then. But you're still screwing with me. Anyways, description: the striped tail of this fish-eating stegosaur. Fish-eating stegosaur. Okay. Warns attackers of the. I mean, if it eats fish, is it still a stegosaur though? Warns attackers of the brutal damage it can inflict, while also directing their attention away from its head. Stats: health 3,000 or not 3,000, 4,350, attack 1.4k, speed 120, armor 30%, crit chance 5%, superior vulnerability, Thagomizer, tracking rampage, long protection, swap and traction. Okay, this is GG. Okay, this is way too powerful. Superior vulnerability, obviously, best move in the game, right? Alongside Cautious Strike. And look, it has 1.4k base damage. That's absolutely crazy. Okay, you can't have 1.4k damage while you have a rampage. a 1.5 multiplier, you have a superior vulnerability, and you also have 30% armor and over 4,000 HP with 120 speed. Right? Yeah, this is way too powerful. And it's a distracting rampage, right? So you're gonna take even less damage on turn 2 with long. Oh my goodness, what the heck? Long protection turn 1, distracting rampage turn 2, superior vulnerability. Oh my goodness, and it has swap and distraction. Yeah, no, this is way too much. This is way too much. 120 speed, way too much. So do we have any other? Oh, we also have art inside a lab. That's pretty nice. That's creative, and the green lights as well. So, although shouldn't this be green? Anyways, moving on, and you unlocked it at level 6, level 26 at level 6. Very, very, very nice, very nice. Moving on. Number 2 on this list, we have Artrometasaur by Chunk Boy. Art by Death Raptor 6080. So this is, let me open the original first. This is Gorgosaurus plus Postmetrodon. Okay. Description: the minuscule amount of jellyfish DNA used to create this terrifying hybrid allows for some impressive bioluminescence. While its adrenaline gets high, the electric blue stripe on its sides begin to glow. This intimidation display, along with the massive sail on its back, allows this terrifying hybrid to scare off even a Spinosaurus. Okay, very interesting. The bioluminescence thing and how it, the intimidation display does remind me a bit of the Godzilla, right? So there's that. Moving on. Moves: Definite Strike, Ferocious Strike, DSR, Regen, Immune, Health 4.6k, Attack 1,650, Speed 106, Armor 0%, and Crit Chance 20%. So this is a very interesting. This is this is actually a really interesting kit, I think, because it's like Triostronics, but it's much slower. So it's much harder for you to set up on something because of the speed, right? And also, like it's weird. It does have a lot of health, right? So you can deal with a lot of stuff. It has much more base damage, right? So if you ever do get this thing set up, it will one shot something. I don't care what it's fighting. It'll one shot something, right? As long as you don't get nulled or distracted or whatever. But that aside, I mean, I guess it can work, but you might need like something else to set it up beforehand. Like your setup has to be very specific, right? So it's probably going to be like, maybe you have like a slowing dino like a Tormalloc or Stegosaurus or whatever, Stegoceratops, before you take out your opponent dino. Like you slow them for a turn and then you die. And then that dino slowed. So then you can outspeed them. You go for a Ferocious Strike, and then you'll have a Ferocious boosted DSR against whatever your opponent throws at you. And then you're going to kill them. And also 20% crit chance as well. So pretty interesting. Also regen with Immune. I mean, it has okay-ish HP for regen, right? You're recovering 2.3k HP with regen. So I guess that helps. Would I prefer this over... I don't know. I personally would think Triostronics would be slightly better. But like if you like this dino is extremely niche, right? But if you ever get that setup up, it's going to be very, very powerful. But again, it's just so hard to set it up. Again, the art's really good as well. So, important. You guys could read into this. Actually, no, I'll read it. Important note, well, Metasaur is definitely strong for being made up of 3 rares. Keep in mind that it's definitely not a long-term creature. Yes, it is capable of doing almost unavoidable massive turn 2 damage. It's arguably one of the slowest Chomper hybrids ever. I guess. Depends on what you categorize as Chomper, right? Chomper hybrids. If you do the math, you'll find out in most cases, Artrometasaur does in fact lose to a lot of the top tier long-term dinosaurs that almost everyone has on their team, including Trico and Thor. Even some unlikely candidates like Dilorkyrus can take it down, and the obvious Triceratops. Especially when you compare it to Magna, you'll find that overall it's better to invest your Dimetrodon into Magna. Like Triceratops, this creature will only get you Triceratops? Triceratops isn't easily countered, my boy. I was agreeing with everything you said until this point. Dracoceratops will get you very, very far in this game. Dracoceratops is a top tier dino. It's a top 10, top 15 dino in the game, right? It'll only get you suffer before it eventually starts becoming more easily countered. Good, yes, long term, no, absolutely not. Well, that's a decent reflection of their own dino, right? Let's go ahead and check out the profile pic over here, and I like how they have the background in there. Actually, you know what? I don't know if I do like a background in there or just regular colors. I do like the regular, just random like color mixes in there, gradient stuff as well. I don't know. And you also have this in a battle just for perspective, I guess. It's pretty cool as well. Moving on to the winner this week, and I love this art. This is incredible art, by the way. So the winner this week is Sucoplorex by Storm Pasta. And let's open this up in another tab. So Sucoplorex, Armored Crocodile King. Wow. That's a name. Unique. Sucator plus Ankylosaurus. So, it's a unique. I was just about to say I was going to assume it's a legendary, but no, it's a unique. Because, everyone likes uniques. Moving on. Bio, this combination of Spinosaur with Tyrithoporian DNA is a force to be reckoned with, originally created by InGen with military purposes in mind. It now lurks the Badlands, waiting for prey to feast upon. By combining resilience and raw power, the Armored Crocodile King is one of the most efficient carnivores the Earth has ever seen. One point, though. Are there any crocodiles in the Badlands, though? Not 100% sure on that one. Like, look at its tail. Like, the tail... This looks like it's equipped for amphibious, amphibious movement, right? I don't know. Maybe it might be too heavy. Who knows with the shells and stuff. But, the tail looks like it could help it swim and stuff. But, I don't know. Badlands? Not sure about that. Anyways, moving on. Stats. HP 4,580. Armor 40%. Attack 1.2k. Crit 25%. Speed 116. Moves, Superiority Strike, Tracking Impact, Instant Invincibility, Null Rampage, and Swap and Wound. Okay. That's a unique kit. Definitely you could utilize Swap and Wound, right? It's one of the rare creatures that after you Swap and Wound, it won't just, instantly die. Unless you're Sigiderex, in which case, well, Sigiderex doesn't have Swap and Wound, but, after you swap it in, you could swoop it out and deal wound damage, right? So your thing doesn't get harmed. But it is one of those creatures that won't get hurt too much if you're trying to utilize its Swap and Wound, because it has decent HP, it's got armor, 40% armor, in fact, right? Also has instant invincibility to help with that, I guess, on turn 2 once it's in. And 25% crit, that's new. Superiority Strike, Tracking Impact, obviously Superiority Strike plus Null Rampage, that could deal some damage. With its speed, right? 116. The 116 speed isn't too terrible. Distracting Impact, it's good as well, obviously, with your already tanky stats and such, it will be, much helpful. So, yeah, pretty decent kit. I love the art, by the way. I would actually like to know, if this thing could actually swim or not. So, there's that. So, anyways, that's me for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully, now that I'm done with the stuff I do have at school, I should get these on a back to a weekly basis. So anyways, yeah, again, thank you for everyone for participating. If you do want to participate, join the Discord in the description down below, and there will be a channel where you can enter your hybrids and stuff. And again, that's me for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Congrats to everyone who made the top 5 this week, and I'll see you guys in the next one.